All right, let's get this show started.
Let's kick off today's news with Sean Strickland sharing a crazy theory for why Adesanya lost to him. Months after the huge upset victory, Strickland was asked about Israel Adesanya in a recent interview with ESPN MMA's Megan Olive. There, the middleweight champion said that his victory over Izzy was made easier thanks to the former champion's mental state. Sean believes Adesanya faltered when he talked trash to him due to the people around him, and it's the exact thing Strickland is trying to avoid during his reign as UFC champion. Hear it from Sean.
You know what it is? At some point we all lose. Do I beat the South African? Yes. I think I beat him. I think I knock him out. I think I bring him in deep water. But at some point we all lose, And you could be like Izzy, laying in a bathtub of flower petals, and you could have an entourage and people following you around. But at some point, someone's gonna make fun of you for having sex with your dog, and then you're gonna crumble as a human being and get a DUI. That's just not me, because I'm level. But what I'm saying to you guys is, you're not going to see me lay in a bathtub of rose petals and tell you that I'm the greatest in the world. I'm just a idiot who goes and gets hit in the head for money. And currently I'm the best at not getting hit in the head.
Michael Bisping reacts to Sean Strickland's threats towards DRICUS du Plessis. After an ugly lead up to the first UFC pay-per-view of 2024, Strickland issued a direct threat to DRICUS du Plessis on his podcast, The Man Dance, on Monday, warning his opponent that if he talks about his childhood again, he'll get stabbed. Speaking on his BYM podcast, Bisping reacted to these comments from Strickland and explained how he would deal with this situation. Bisping also blasted the UFC champ for his past comments about the 21-year-old female fighter who passed away in a tragic car crash.
It's already scheduled. They're going to fight. So I wouldn't say, I'm going to stab you. I would say, oh yeah, you want to bring that up? You want to play that game? Bro, I am going to beat the living shit out of you Saturday night. You say that one more time, I'm already going to beat you. I already plan on defending the belt. But if you go there, I am going to punish you, brother. Don't say I'm going to stab you.
I think he would.
Well, he'll go to prison for a very long time. Sean comments on a lot of controversial shit and doesn't give up. Like that young girl that passed away. I thought that was disgusting. No. I thought that was disgusting. Right?
Agreed.
There's a young girl passed away, and he's going to come out and speak lightly. Dana tried to do a nice thing because she said she wrote it in the diary. I want Dana to know my name. I said, oh, look at you guys. You're all just trying to get clout on social media. You're doing this for likes, whilst doing it on an Instagram post for likes. Right? But then someone can... A guy that's going to fight you, that's going to step into an octagon with you, can mention something personal, right? And then all of a sudden that's off limits, and mention it again and I'll stab you. Do you know what I mean? It's like...
Yeah. Daniel Cormier is still not sold on Jim Miller becoming a Hall of Famer. Miller scored a third-round submission over Gabriel Benitez at UFC Vegas 84 this past Saturday, leveling up his record to 26-16 and one no contest within the UFC. The American has the record for the most fights and most wins in the UFC, but despite holding these records, he has never held a title. Speaking with DC and RC, Cormier said that Miller never being a champ or not even fighting for the title is the reason why he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
The UFC could cut you if you lose 2 fights in a row. Jim was fighting at a time where you had the opportunity to lose more fights. I don't know what his longest losing streak is, but if you lost 2-3 fights in a row, they had the right to cut you. So it was just a matter of, was that Jake? Yeah, he's lost 4 in a row. He lost 4 fights in a row. How often, RC, do you see someone lose 4 fights in a row and not get cut? So it's like he was kind of riding that border, riding that fine line. So I do respect the hell out of everything he's done, but I still don't think that it's a Hall of Fame career just because he never truly reached. As much as people want to talk about Cowboy Cerrone being in the Hall of Fame and he shouldn't, he fought for the title. And I believe that if you fight for the title, or at least you touch the mountaintop, then you can be seen and held in that high regard as some of these other guys.
Dana White announces 2 new big fights for UFC 300. The UFC president has announced 2 more fights for UFC 300, including the BMF belt being on the line. White took to his Instagram on Tuesday announcing that Justin Gaethje will be defending his BMF belt for the first time against Max Holloway, with the scrap taking place at lightweight.
50 wins between them, 34 finishes, two of the best strikers in the sport, two of the most durable fighters in the sport, two of the most aggressive guys in the sport. Gaethje destroys all guys with leg kicks and power in both hands. Max is regarded by many to be the best boxer in the UFC and has made many top 10 guys look like they don't even belong there with him. Two of the all-time greats in their division, and this fight will be 5 rounds for the BMF title.
In addition to this bout, Jim Miller will fulfill his wish of fighting at UFC 300 as he'll take on Bobby Green.
All right, guys, I got 2 more fights for you for UFC 300. Jim Miller, 40 years old, is the all-time leader in UFC wins at 26. He's got the most UFC finishes in lightweight history at 16, and he's tied for most submissions in UFC lightweight history with Charles Oliveira at 10. And now he is attempting to break into the top 15 in one of the nastiest divisions in the sport. And he will be facing the guy that fights anyone, anytime, anywhere, Bobby Green.
Here's how the MMA community reacted to the Gaethje vs. Holloway fight announcement. Michael Chandler tweeted, "Gaethje vs. Holloway, you kidding me? Absolute banger, can't wait to watch that one. I'll be cage side for hashtag UFC 300. Bilal Muhammad said, "Wow, Justin vs. Max is about to be fire." Chamakar Sandhu said, "Good lord." Luke Thomas, "Really fun scrap, potentially very brutal for both, but especially Holloway. High risk, high reward for him. My only concern is making sure whoever wins, that the BMF title and weight class title don't intersect. Feel like they should have different orbits." The Guild said, "Really hoping this doesn't go the way of Gaethje Tony. Let us pray for Max." Chase Hooper, "The Max and Justin fight alone guarantee that UFC 300 is going to be a banger." Brennan Schaub, "Ooh, I see you." Mike Sauce, "I'm terrified for Max. Best way to ruin your career is going against Justin. Ask Tony. It's no disrespect. I've been a fan for a long time, brother. It's just how I feel. He's moving up to 155. I'm confident he'll land shots and have volume, but he won't have the same power as we saw versus Dustin." Listen up, fight fans. We've been working behind the scenes on a newsletter that will allow you to read and see content we can't always post on here. This will allow us all to better stay in the talk. Time for today's top memes. Third place was found over on Reddit and was posted by Dana Black ST. Second place meme was found over on Instagram and was posted by a user named RDMMA. The top pick meme was found over on Facebook and was posted by Low Kick MMA. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to stay in the talk.